take on Sean Tarzan Strickland. Lagler wasn't even supposed to be here, and, you know, he took out the likes of Daniel Hernandez. We'll see if he's going to bring that same skills here tonight in the middleweight division as the championship is on the line.
Coming off an impressive victory over Daniel Hernandez.
Trying a little head-arm triangle right here, and Daniel Hernandez is out.
Matt Lagler would step in front of the line for the middleweight championship, but tonight, current middleweight champion Sean Strickland has destroyed everyone in his path. With his perfect untarnished record of 12-0, this young MMA veteran is off to a bright future and could possibly be reigning the middleweight division for years to come.
The reason why I'm doing so well in MMA, it's my work ethic. I train 3 times a day. I'm always in the gym. I'm always looking for a higher caliber of training partners, and that's what makes a good fighter.
I'm not going to put aside the fact that he does have experience, but tonight I'm going to test his will and just see how far that'll take him.
When you're watching me fight tonight, expect me to be in control the whole fight. Expect my speed, my power, my timing. Everything will be dominant. My skill level is way above his, and it's going to be a tough fight, but you're going to see me in every exchange, every position. I will be on top, and I will be winning.
Personally, it'd be a great win just to finally capture the title. I've had a few title fights already, so I've been close, and I want to close this deal.
Being the champion now, my confidence is building, and I know the competition's getting tougher, but I want the tough competition. You know, I'm not in here to fight some bum off the street. I want to fight better guys, and I want to improve, and I want to reach the top.
If he does underestimate me, that's just one of the biggest mistakes he can make tonight. So I just hope he's ready.
You know, I love what MAP TV has done for King of the Cage. It has brought King of the Cage on live television. I mean, that's amazing for me. It's amazing PR, and I'm excited. I've already set my recorder. I'm gonna record it right when I get home. I'm watching it, you know, and I'm grateful what MAP TV has done for me, and especially King of the Cage, and I'm pumped to get one of my first live fights on TV. I'm excited.
Sean, I hope you're ready. I'm gonna test your will, your heart. You're definitely fighting someone with a real big heart. I'm gonna bring it to you and blemish that 12-0 record you got going.
Matthew Lagler, I hope you're ready for war, because it's going to be 25 minutes of us banging.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight championship matchup between Matthew Lagler and Sean Strickland. We've been waiting for this. Obviously, Matthew Lagler, 12 years the elder over Sean Strickland. Could age become a factor? The height goes to Sean Strickland. And, of course, the reach. And the mixed martial arts record of Sean Strickland is untarnished. Tonight, could Matthew Lagler pull off another upset in the middleweight division for the middleweight championship? We go ahead and throw it to the veteran voice of the cage, Dean Stone.
Here is Matt Berserk Lagler.
Well, there you have it. Matthew Lagler making his way to the cage tonight. Sean, last time we saw this guy step in the cage, he took out Daniel Hernandez. We never saw that coming.
Well, you know, he was getting tossed around there pretty good by Daniel. I think Daniel just got a little overconfident, and next thing you know, he's going to sleep. And, you know, that's the thing. You think you have Matthew out, and he can catch you. And he can catch you from any position. You know, he was getting tossed around there pretty good by Daniel. I think Daniel just got a little overconfident, and next thing you know, he's going to sleep. And, you know, that's the thing. You think you have Matthew out, and he can catch you. And he can catch you from any position. You know, Daniel Hernandez had full mount on him when he got choked. So, you know, this is a situation where Sean Strickland cannot get sloppy, he cannot get lazy, because Lagler can finish this thing on him.
Daniel Hernandez obviously was scheduled to fight him if he won over Lagler, but Lagler threw a monkey wrench in the situation, said, no, I'm not your stepping stone, and now he's here tonight. What do you know about Lagler, Joe?
Well, I know that Matthew has nothing to lose. How dangerous is this to be the champ and have a guy that doesn't care? He's going to go out there and try to knock you out. He's not scared of you. He's not worried. He really has nothing to lose. For me, as if I'm the champ, man, even if this guy jabs me or bloodies my nose, I look bad.
Yeah.
You know, coming off of, I mean, Sean literally is undefeated. That's so hard to do these days. Right now, I bet you nerves are playing a factor.
Well, we're going to go ahead and throw it to Dean Stone. to go ahead and get our champion out here. And of course, Matthew Lagler, when he's not fighting in the cage, he's outside fighting. Well, not really fighting, but bouncing guys at the Gentlemen's Club. What a great place to be. He's a brawler who doesn't mind going to the ground, stand up. And like I said, what makes him dangerous, Joe, like you were saying, is that he's got nothing to lose tonight. And against someone like Sean Strickland could possibly be in trouble. Let's go ahead and throw it to Dean Stone to get Sean Strickland out here.
Introducing Sean Tarzan Strickland.
There he is, our current middleweight champion, Sean Strickland, coming off one of his hugest wins in the Philippines. And I'll tell you what, fighting Yusuke Yoshida was a very tough fight for him, but he proved himself and defended his title tonight.
Right.
This is a dangerous fight for Sean Strickland.
Well, you know, it was something for him to go over there to really travel for the first time. Joe Stevenson will tell you how difficult that is. And not only difficult, but to get into a five-minute round fight was huge. What do you think about that, Joe?
To tell you the truth, I think Sean needed that. You know, he's young. Sometimes you really need to be stretched. You need to see, do you have what it takes in the 5th round, in the championship rounds? They're named that for a reason. And we saw that not only is he capable of making it to those rounds, but flourishing and looking spectacular.
You know, the amazing thing was that fight in the Philippines, not only was it tough having to fly across the seas, but he didn't start fighting till 1 o'clock in the morning because there were so many fights that just went overtime. So to have to fight at 1 o'clock in the morning and you're waiting all day, that's got to have its toll on your mind or your mentality in a sense. Like, what is going on? I just want to fight.
Well, actually, you know, he comes from a great camp, training with some of the big guys out there like John Munoz and a few really good guys on the ground. We never really see his ground game, though. We always see him on top, controlling, landing big shots. Today might be the day that he decides to show what else he has.
Yeah, Sean Strickland's obviously takedown defenses, bar none. You know, one of the best that we've seen in the business. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the stats on Sean Strickland and what makes him such a dangerous opponent. Obviously, he's fighting out of Sinkwitz, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, John Munoz and the guys over at that camp. I mean, he's just trained nothing but champions. And that's why Sean Strickland is the middleweight champion, undefeated in 12 pro bouts with 6 stoppages. I mean, his stand-up with Alex Zarate, I mean, he has just got it going on, man. The list, his resume of just defeating some of the biggest guys in MMA is what makes him dangerous as well. We go ahead and throw it to Dean Stone to get the festivities started.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the San Manuel Indian Bingo and Casino, Highland, California, King of the Cage and Lucas Oil present our co-featured bout of the evening live on MAV TV. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Commissioner John Frierson, Chair, Executive Officer Andy Foster. It's in conjunction with King of the Cage Incorporated, President and Founder Terry Trebilcock Jr., Matchmaker Mike Lowe. It is also under the supervision of the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, Commissioner Norm DeRosier, Deputy Commissioner John Roberts. The 3 judges scoring this bout will be Lester Griffin, Mark Davidson, and Mike Bell. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action from Valencia, California, Big John McCarthy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, our co-feature of the evening, 5 rounds of MMA action for the King of the Cage Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, in the Lucas Oil blue corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 186.6 pounds. This undisputed MMA fighter has a professional record of 9 victories with 6 defeats and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, from San Diego, California, presenting the challenger, Matt Berserk Lagler. His opponent Across the cage, fighting out of the Lucas Oil red corner, stands at 6 feet 2 inches tall. Official weight, 185 pounds. This sequence fighter has a professional record of 12 victories with no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Norco, California, presenting the undefeated King of the Cage, middleweight champion of the world, Sean Tarzan Strickland. Once again, your referee in charge, Big John McCarthy, for the final instructions. 5 rounds of action scheduled.
Gentlemen, this is for the King of the Cage Middleweight Championship. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Best of luck to both of you. Go and step back.
Big John McCarthy, our ref for this matchup for the Middleweight Championship. This is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds because the title is on the line.
Matthew comes from a great